Hello friends, thank you so much for stopping in. Welcome on today's video. This is a fall one pot meal and my host with me today is Tamikia Rosera. I thank her so much for collabing with me and many others that will be with us on this fall cooking collab. Friends, today's meal is going to be a crockpot meal, and I am going to prepare a recipe my mom used to make. And this is a fall recipe coming into the winter, a comfort recipe during that fall and especially winter season called chicken dumplings. So friends, I hope you enjoy this and thank you so much for stopping in. So on today, you will need some chicken. I have some chicken breasts. You can use thighs, but I'm going to cut mine into some chunks and put it in my crock pot. Friends, I'm adding my seasoning salt, my pepper, smoked paprika, thyme, garlic powder, and onion powder. And with crock pot cooking, you always got to add just a little more seasoning to taste. You don't want to add too much salt, even though I'm going to add some other things in it, but always season to taste. And I want to season the meat to make sure it has some flavor in it, and just stir it up just a little bit. Here I would be adding some cream of celery and cream of chicken. Here I am going to cut up my vegetables, the celery, the onion, and the carrot. And my daughter-in-law is cooking the same dish tonight. I'm cooking mine in South Carolina. She's in Maryland. And she told me to make sure that I boil my vegetables before I put them in the crock pot, because it's going to be too crunchy and you have to cook it way longer. So you will see me put the vegetables in, but I will end up taking them back out after I talk to her and pre-boil them on the stove. And that's what I did. And here I am adding the chicken broth. And once again, I am re-adding the seasoning because dealing with this, guys, I'm going to tell you, you will find out if you make this, you will have to add some extra seasoning. So I'm adding some more thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of seasoning salt to taste, pepper, smoked paprika, because I wanted to have that taste, finger looking good. I haven't had this recipe in years. My mom used to make this when we was growing up. So it's good to remake these recipes that I grew up with. And if you try this, I hope that you enjoy it. Now this dish is going to take approximately 7.5 hours. It depends on your crock pot and how fast the temperature cooks. And here is where you see me boiling the vegetables. So I had them in there for an hour and a half and I took them out. And so about the last hour and a half, I put in the sweet peas. And the last hour, I put in the biscuits. So make sure it's home cooked Southern biscuits, not the honey ones, and just cut them in half. And that's it. I use a pizza cutter. I've seen someone did this recipe and they use pie crust. I've never tried any pie crust, but on the video they said it's good. But this worked, and I wish I would have really cut them in half a little bit more, but that's all right. Now remember, the biscuits is going to go into the last hour. And then after that, I took it and put it in the oven and let it brown just a little bit to get a little, toast on the biscuits. Not much, just a little bit. And I put it in the oven and I put it on broth. And that's all I did. And while I was waiting for this to cook, I did in between time clean everything back up in the kitchen and try to put things away. So I'm working on that process too. Friends, here's the one pot meal. You have your meat, your vegetable, and you have some bread. So I tasted and it is real good. And I just love putting cheese on everything. And I'll probably add some cheese in this in my own little personal bowl so I can enjoy this. And you can also freeze it because, like I said, it does cooks up a lot. You can estimate, you probably cut it down if you have to. But just remember, you can freeze this. So I want to thank Ms. Tamikia Rosera for co-hosting with me today. I appreciate it. And those that participated with us. Friends, if you're new today, I would love for you to subscribe. I do all types of fun things on this channel. Thank y'all so much for all my friends, all my followers. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend coming into your Monday. Bye-bye from Penny.